Good. Why is it doing that again? Good morning, good afternoon. Hope everyone is doing well. Who keeps messing with this? There we go. No, that's too big. Never mind. Good start, it. Blimey heck. Right, let's see if that sorts itself out. No, blimey heck. What the hell's going on here? Hope everyone's doing well. Let's try and work out how we do this because I don't know why this is all going all giraffe today. There we go. That's what I want. Blimmin' heck. Jeez, what a morning. Everyone's doing well. Jeez, better than this blimmin' StreamYard is today. But yes, I hope everyone's doing well. Welcome to Full Time Sports Network. Welcome to the Armory TV and welcome to X. We are here to do Arsenal versus PSV second leg match preview. I know a lot of people aren't that interested because we're 7-1 up. It doesn't really matter now because the tie is pretty much over. Yeah, correct. But there's still talking points due to the fact, how is Arteta going to play this? Is he actually going to give a chance to the youth? I don't think he will. Some people don't think he will. Some people hope that he does. So do I. I always hope. But, I hope I'm going to be a millionaire one day. Never going to happen. So we'll move on. But hope everyone is doing well. Let's have a look. Big up to Chris saying, big up, mate. Hope you are well. I hope you're doing well too. I'm still all good. Well done, PSG. Well deserved. We were lucky in first leg, to be honest. On Relief Game Masterclass, that's what it was. I hate anything Spain related, whether it's manager or Spanish club. They always knock us out. I knew we were out once Mes missed. I predicted him to miss. Yeah, but I see so much hate towards Nunes. But I do think that the Curtis Jones penalty was bloody shockingly bad as well. And it's just like people seem to have, I know this is not you, mate, but people seem to have agendas on certain players and stick with it. But I personally thought Jones's penalty was fucking shit. Absolutely crap. Nunes, it was a good height for Donnarumma, let's be honest, but it had a bit more life to it than what Jones did because I thought Jones was shit. Absolutely shit penalty. Nunes is just someone you need to get rid of ASAP. I honestly did think that he needed one more season in Portugal for me to go, yeah, that guy is going to be good. I just don't think he's ready. Look, he could be one of those De Bruyne, Salah kind of players where he needs to go elsewhere in Europe, kind of hone his skills a little bit more and get a second crack at it. Now, that's pretty much what happened with Salah and De Bruyne. It didn't work out first time round. But yeah, it is what it is. To be honest, people may say I have low standards, but no one can laugh at us. We're going to win the league this season, which we all care about as fans. We looked burnt out last night, once went to extra time. Yeah. What I would say, you gave it a good go. You gave it a good go in those 90 minutes, but yeah, extra time, I just think you just burnt yourselves out. And I'm glad you're saying that as well. Exactly. If anything, Jones penalty. Yeah, Jones penalty was absolutely shit. Absolutely awful. And as you said, rightly so. For Nunes, Donnarumma just went the right way. It was a good height for Donnarumma, but then Donnarumma, to be fair, is a very, very good goalkeeper. We can't forget that. He is arguably one of the best goalkeepers in the world. And I did say one of the best. I didn't say he's the best, by the way, just before anyone jumps on me. He's definitely one of the best in the world, without doubt. Without doubt. Big up to Mohamed saying Raheem, yeah, he can't play against Chelsea at the weekend. So that's, mind you, I'll be honest, Mohamed, I don't think it makes a bloody bit of difference. If he doesn't come on against Man United, I don't think we'll ever see him unless we literally got 5 players with their legs dangling off. Yeah. Raheem is done at Arsenal already. I'm pretty sure we're just waiting for that time where we can just send him back to Chelsea and go, yeah, it's been an experience. Not thank you very much or anything like that, but yeah. Morning to Dean. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Hope I'm all right. I'm all right. I'm doing this early today because I am having some fun with the horses today. So yeah, I'm looking forward to horses today. So that's why I'm trying to get this done early. Still a successful season. We've overachieved from my expectations in terms of the league, maybe not in terms of winning the cup. So I'm still happy as Larry over here. It is what it is exactly, mate. Right, let's get on to the game tonight. So obviously we need to talk about the first leg. So looking at their strengths. Possession wise, they obviously bossed the possession, but I do expect to be slightly different because we're obviously the home team. But they do have attempts, they do have shots, so we do need to be wary of that. Obviously, we're 7-1 up. There is no way in hell's chance that we lose and get knocked out. If he does get knocked out tonight, I'm personally going to London and I'm going to kick Arteta out of the club and sack him myself, because he could not survive that. He could not survive a big, massive turnaround like that. But it won't happen, let's be honest. I know football's a crazy sport, but it ain't that bloody crazy. XG, obviously, this was XG for last week's game. Obviously, there was no expectation of 7 goals, as you can see there clearly. It was a Benny Hill show in defence for PSV, which obviously helped us out a hell of a lot. But we put our chances away, which is something we haven't done in most games. So that's the main thing. Duels, we do need to improve on this. Now, this is not going to make much difference from the first leg to the second leg because we're still probably going with the same teams. Maybe we might go a little bit weaker tonight. There might be a chance of Kivior, Zinchenko playing, Jorginho playing. There might be some first teamers that pull out. I think Ben White might be given more minutes tonight just to get him up and running. Obviously, after the Chelsea game, it's internationals. And I know Ben White is being considered. So, yeah, we might give Ben a bit more time tonight. But ground duels, that was not good enough against a very shit PSV last week. You know, we lost all duels against Man United at the weekend. But we did lose ground duels against PSV, who, let's be honest, were poor. So, yeah. Next one, passes. Obviously, they had more passes, but I expect that to be slightly different tonight. Accuracy, they're decent. You know, long balls, obviously, because they've got De Jong up front. So, yeah, kind of what you kind of expect with them tonight. It was the best PSG have been in Europe, playing more as a team and clinical striker. They be unstoppable, 100%. I take Lautaro Martinez at Arsenal in the summer, says Mohammed. You should be going weak, but it's Arteta. I think we'll go a bit weaker, but I don't think we'll go as well. I don't want to say weak, but I want us to go youth tonight, but I don't see it. Not going to happen, but what would you do if PS still go through? I'll literally, mate, I'll go down to London and kick him out of the club myself. I know I'll be fully backed by the hierarchy, so but I will personally have the privilege of kicking him out the fucking stadium and say, fuck off. Because I don't want him at the club. Players have just switched off in the Prem now. Hopefully they will just keep playing properly in the Champions League. I hope so, because our stats for the Premier League, our stats for the Champions League is very good. We'll get onto that in a little bit. But yeah, just want to check the form guide with everybody. So PSV have won their last game in the Eredivisie. They beat Heerenveen at home, and obviously we drew with Manchester United at the weekend. Wasn't a great performance, let's be honest. Yes, that will be announced. I know it's been sealed for months. It will be announced within the next 10 days, Mohamed. And I will talk more when he comes in because I know a lot more information about it than journos are going to come out with. Right, this is the situation in both leagues. So we're both second in our respective leagues. They've won 17, drawn 4, lost 4. We've won 15, drawn 10, lost 3. Goals scored per game for Arsenal is 2.6 compared to PSV's 1.9. Goal conversion in the Champions League. Now, these goals scored and goals conceded are all Champions League stats, not Premier League. So, goal conversion in the Champions League for Arsenal is 19% compared to PSV's 11. Goals conceded per game in the Champions League is 0.4, which is absolutely mental. Goals conceded per game for PSV is 2. Chances created per game for Arsenal is 3.7 compared to PSV's 2.5. Clean sheets 5 for Arsenal, 1 for PSV. Home record is played 4, won 4, scored 9. 0 goals conceded at home. I expect that to happen tonight, depending on how we change the team. I've got a horrible feeling Arteta will go as full strength as possible, maybe just resting a couple of players that may have a few little tiny knocks. PSV's away form, they've played 4, won 1, drawn 1, lost 2, goals scored 5, goals conceded 7. Stats, again, this is all Champions League stats. So average possession for Arsenal is 52.5%. PSV is 55.7%. So they do like to try and pass the ball, but I do think it will be different away from home for them than it will be last week. Shots on target per game for Arsenal is 5.7 compared to PSV's 6.6. I don't think they were decent last week, but they weren't on target. I think they had 12 shots and 2 on target. They were pretty poor. Pretty much every player was poor last week, apart from Veerman that came on. And I still don't understand how he did not start. Accuracy in long balls. Obviously, PSV have a different style of play. So Luke de Jong is on the pitch. You're going to kick it up there. He'll hold it up. Let Lang or Perisic or Bakayoko run on and, get a chance. Accuracy in crosses of 5.1 for Arsenal compared to PSV's 4.9. XG conceded for Arsenal is 7.2 compared to PSV's 19.4. Fouls per match is 10.9 for Arsenal and 10.7 for PSV. Let's just have a quick look, see what people have been saying. I want to win every trophy, but if we just end with the Premier... Oh, Jesus Christ. Mate... If that's how my season ended, I'll be delighted every season, mate. I'll be honest. I don't that one or the Champions League, either of those at the end of every season, I'll be delighted. Be one of our happiest Arsenal fans you'll see. Things won't change unless Arteta is gone. Berta is good start. Maybe he gives Arteta one more season. Don't do anything. You're gone. That's how I'm looking at it. GM Martinelli on left winger. Yeah, well, I need to talk about Martinelli in a minute. I have to be honest about it, and I know Arsenal fans are not going to be too happy about it. Trenton Konate came off injured, by the way, just to say we do get injuries. Mate, I know you do. This is for the stupid other part of the Arsenal fan base that just want to use this as a excuse. You do. Goals. We've had 23, 17 from open play, 2 set pieces, 1 free kick, 2 penalties, 1 own goal, and a partridge in the pear tree. PSV, 21 goals, 12 from open plays, 7 from set pieces, 1 free kick, 1 penalty, 1 own goal, and a mini egg chocolate bar. Right, let's move on. Okay, right. I'm going to explain R1 in a minute, but I will just go into PSVs. So Pepe is still a doubt. Tillman's still a doubt. I don't expect either of them to be playing. Bajraktarevic is out for another week or 2. I'll start with Havertz first. Obviously, Havertz is out till late July. Jesus is out for the season. Probably won't be back till the end of the year. Tomiyasu, very similar. Probably won't be out. Will be out until the end of the year. Saka, 100% fitness, should be there for the first leg of the quarterfinals. I kind of see Arteta playing him in the first leg. Maybe not the whole match. He might come on. Second leg, he should be absolutely fine. Martinelli is not 100% fit. He is not even over 90% fit. He is around 81% fit at the moment. He's on a lot of painkillers to get him through the game that he played at the weekend. If he plays again tonight, he'll be on painkillers. He's not anywhere near ready. This is Arteta having a little bit of a panic mode and, yeah, trying to find... Did I do it well, mate? Honestly, those blooming names. But they're excuse. Oh, trust me. Yeah, it's ridiculous, isn't it? Change Tomiyasu. Well, I'll be honest. If he was fit, he would be sold in the summer anyway. So, either way, I'll be surprised if we see Tomiyasu in an Arsenal shirt. He might just have, like, if he does get fit before the window opens at the end of the year, he might get a 5-minute, 10-minute playing time just to say bye to the fans, because we all do love him, but yeah, he's just not someone we can rely on, and the sporting director will definitely pinpoint these issues within the squad, because obviously we need a squad that we can rely on, and we've got quite a few players that we can't really rely on because they do pick up injuries extremely easily. They literally look at a blade of grass and they've cut their leg off. So yeah. Right, let's look into my 5 to watch, because I believe that's what's next. I always forget whereabouts it comes in, but I'm pretty sure it's now. So I will get into my 5 to watch. Okay, a couple of changes from last week. Now, Joey Veerman, I absolutely love him. I thought when he came on, he showed what I knew about him. He's a good, hard-working defensive midfielder, very good in tackle. I just don't understand why Peter Bosz didn't play him. A lot of people rate Shooten over him, and he's all right. I just think he's a little bit weak, personally. So Bari, obviously, before we scored our first goal, he had a golden opportunity to score for PSV, which would turn that tie totally around. But he missed. But you can see the quality. He's a very good ball carrier. Gus Till scored a great goal at the weekend. Again, he's another player. I just don't understand why Peter Bosz didn't start him last week. I do question his mentality sometimes when it comes to Peter Bosz. Noah Lang didn't really hurt us that much. He looked lively, but I expect better from him. But he's one of those, he's a hit and miss player, which, is great when you're in Eredivisie, not so great when you're a big club like Arsenal or Barca or something like that. I don't think he's ever going to go there, because he's just too hit and miss. He's very much like Anthony. So yeah. And obviously, I've got to talk about Luke de Jong now. I'm pretty sure he's finished his hangover, because honestly, he looked so hungover when he went off the pitch last week. He looked like he'd literally been on the 48-hour bender on the Carnival in Eindhoven. So yeah, I obviously have no idea if Peter Bosz is going with these 5 players, because I don't know how he's going to play it tonight. He might go, the game's done. Let's put someone. He might even go for the youth. I haven't got a clue. But I'm going to guess he wants the players to fight for some pride. So yeah, here's the battle. So it's Thomas Partey against Joey Veerman. Very similar in stats, if I'm honest. Rayo against Benitez. Now, obviously, Benitez had a hell of a horrible day last week, and I'm sure he won't want to repeat of that. But Raya has been fantastic in goal, and at the weekend, I don't care who you are. Look, Declan Rice did have a good game. I'm not taking that away from him, but at the weekend, Raya was superb against Man United. Absolutely superb. I don't quite get the free kick blame. I'll be honest. I don't think he knew that the wall wasn't where it should have been. Now that's down to the players. In my opinion, I don't think it's got anything to do with the ref, because the players will know where 10 yards are, because they would have done it countless times, not only in games but training as well. So the players could have pushed forward an extra yard if they wanted to. It's not illegal, because at the end of the day, Odegaard could quite easily say to the ref, "That's not 10 yards, mate," and got him to remeasure it. So again, I'm not blaming stupid situations. Players can actually have the power to do things themselves. Right, icing on the top. So top goal scorer in the Champions League now is Martin Odegaard, with 3 goals in 6 games, goal conversion of 38%. But that kind of tells you how many shots he has per game, which is quite clearly written there. Now, bear in mind, this is our attacking midfielder against Saibari, who is a box-to-box midfielder. And Saibari has double the amount of shots per game than our attacking midfielder does. Just going to let that sink in for a moment and let you understand where my problem is with Odegaard. Now, I'm going to put probably 70% blame on Martin and the rest of it on Arteta, with just the way he controls players and the way that they all play. But Martin needs to sort that out, because that's not good enough for our creative midfielder. Trossard and Veerman are the assist people. Right, let's have a look. Big up to Brenny. Morning PB on a break with Damos. Big up to Damos. You working together? You're working together today. That's pretty cool. But big up to Damos. Big up to Brenny. Hope everyone is doing well down there. Right, let's get into chosen lineups. There are 10 today. I'm pretty sure one of them is absolutely annoying, but we'll get into it. Okay, let's just see what that comment was. On holiday break. Love it, mate. Enjoy it. You deserve it, both of you. Right, let's just quickly go through these chosen lineups and I'll quickly score them. So the first one, Raya White, Kivior, Gabriel, Timber, Partey, Lewis, Skelly, Nwaneri, Kabaya, Trossard and Butler Oedeji. I'm going to give that for tonight. Obviously, it's Premier League. I would definitely score it differently. But I think for tonight, I'm going to give that an 8. I know it's quite high, but I like the fact that we're giving you a chance. We're trying a few things different. I like it. So 8. Next one, Raya, Timber, Saliba, Gabriel, Tierney, Jorginho, Lewis Kelly, Nwaneri, Sterling, Trossard, and Edwards. I would give that an 8. However, Sterling's in there. Now, I'll be honest, I don't expect to see Sterling for the rest of the season unless literally 5 of our players have got their legs dangling off. I think he's done. And I kind of feel that from the weekend's game. The fact that Tierney came on to play left wing above Sterling kind of tells me we're done with Sterling now. And if we could cancel the contract, we would and send him back. But we can't because it will cost us money. So, yeah, 7 for that one. Fucking hell. Sorry. I know it's early in the morning. I knew one of these were going to piss me off. Right. Raya White, Saliba, Kivior, Sinchenko. Fucking hell. Jorginho, Rice, Odegaard. My God. Oh, do you know? God. I'll be honest. I don't even know what to do. 2. Because that's just awful. Next one, Neto, Timber, Saliba, Kivior, Calafiori, Lewis Skelly, Marino, Nwaneri, Butler, Oedeji, Kabaya, Edwards. Right. Okay. It's getting down scored again to a 7 because Marino's in midfield, which I have no wish to see either. I'll be honest, I never want to see Marino on the pitch at all ever again because he's not convinced me that he can, one, be a midfielder, which is actually his main job, or be a striker. So I don't really want to see you. So a 7 for this one. But I do like the youth and I do like the different ideas. So yes, 7 for that one. Raya, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Lewis Skelly, Jorginho, Marino. Oh, God bloody hell. Odegaard, Waneri, Sterling, Trossard, bloody Nora Batty. There's not enough youth for a start. So 5. For God's sake. Raya, Timber, Saliba, Gabriel. I thought there was only one bad team in this one. They promised me there was only one bad team. Gabriel, Lewis, Skelly, Jorginho, Marino, Odegaard, Waneri, Sterling, Butler, Owadeji. Fucking 5. Can't stand these. Why? Neto, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Tierney, Partey, Rice, Odegaard, Waneri, Sterling, Trossard. God's sake. 6. Next one, Setford, Timber, Saliba, Kivior, Tierney, Partey, Rice, Odegaard, Waneri, Kabaya, Trossard. A little bit better, but I still feel that it could do a little bit more. So a 7, but that's a little bit better. I like the idea of having Trossard as a number 9. Next one, Setford, Timber, Kivior, Calafiori, Lewis Skelly, Partey, Odegaard, Waneri, Kabaya, Trossard, Butler, Owadeji. I like that because that's resting both of Saliba and Gabriel. Midfield, like that. I like that a lot. Kabaya, Trossard, Owadeji. Kabaya can actually play the right, people, just so everyone's fully aware. Ismail can actually do left and right, but he's stronger on the left. I'm going to give that an 8, Setford will go out on loan next season. So, yeah, it'd be nice to give him a bit of European experience before he goes out on loan. Raya, Timber, Kivior, Calafiori, Tierney, Jorginho, Rice, 6. Some of these teams are bloody awful. But yeah. So before we move on to the next part, Chris has given me a team. Awesome. Neto, White, Kivior, Calafiori as a centre back, Tierney, Jorginho, Zinchenko as an 8, Kabaya as a 10. Okay. Gotta be honest, never seen him there. He is, when you see him, you'll see what we're all on about. He's definitely a winger. I don't think he could do the number 10. I don't think he's strong enough, but he is one extremely quick little winger. But yeah, so I'm going to give this a 7 just because I don't think Kabaya. If you were to swap, you know what? You could probably swap Kabaya with Butler Owadeji. I reckon Butler Owadeji could play the 10. Even Martinelli could play the 10, to be fair. And then put Kabaya on the wing. Because Butler can play on the right as well. And then, yeah. I'm going to switch it a little bit and I'll give you an 8. I'm just gonna step my foot on it and just go, yeah, 8. Just because I want to change it a little bit. But look, let's get on to the challenge and then we'll get on to predictions and then we'll wrap it up. There will be obviously a reaction tomorrow at some point as well. Right, let's do this. So this is a first team challenge. No retro this week. We had retro last week. So we're doing normal challenge tonight or today. This is live. So I promise you I am in the UK. Choose 6 from the Arsenal, 5 from the opposition. Probably doesn't help that I'm currently swimming in a massive lake that looks like I'm in South America or something. But anyway, no unavailable players, 1 defender, 1 midfielder, 1 forward from the opposition. Once you select a player, you cannot swap him. Formation of the home team is always selected. No former players present, squad only. So it will be Arsenal's formation. So it will be the 4-3-3 with the one DM. So whilst I'm sure Chris will be having a go at this, so it's anyone from the PSV squad, anyone from the Arsenal squad. I don't mind how you want to play this, to be fair, as long as they're not injured. That's the only rule, really. Just don't pick an injured player. But yeah, so Chris will be up against two people. Now, one has asked to be nameless, and I have no problems with that. Obviously, I know who they are, and that's fine with me. But he has still taken part. But I'll do his last. I will start with Marcel first. Now he has gone with Raya, White, Flamingo, Saliba, Malakia, Rice, Shooten, Odegaard, Perisic, Trossard, De Jong. Now, I think I went with max score of 8 last week, I think. And I feel I have to do that again this week. So I don't feel there's a 9 in our squads at all, to be honest. And I'll be honest, like I was saying earlier, I get he's been playing for the Netherlands and he looks all right, but he doesn't exactly shout amaze balls to me. And Flamingo had a shocker of a game last week, but he is quality. But he just had I honestly do think they all went to the carnival and got absolutely mullered. Personally, that's just my opinion. Might be wrong. I probably am wrong, but they just absolutely looked zonked out of it last week. So I'm going to have to give this a 7, Marcel. And team chosen by someone I can't name. He's had a good go. This is his first one ever doing this, and he will release his name later in the year, but he wants to be nameless at this current time. So he has gone with Raya, White, Gabriel, Boscagli, Timber, Veerman, Rice, Sabari, Perisic, Lang, Trossard. Now that is quite good, apart from the midfield. But he's got to get higher than Marcel. It's that midfield. It's better than Marcel's, but it's not shouting at me as amaze balls. Okay, he's gonna get a 7, but he's gonna win it outright. So tie-break type of thing. So yeah, let's have a look. Obviously, you know better, mate. We're struggling who to put at 10 of the youth. I picked Martinelli. His minutes have gone. No, I like the fact that you've actually put some youth in there. I do. That's why I like it. If I just change it a little bit, because obviously you're not going to know the youth as well as what we do, because obviously you're not going to pay attention to our youth academy. It has no interest to other fans. But no, Bayer, for me, right or left, I don't think he's strong enough to play. He'd literally be blown over. I think Souček would actually literally eat him for breakfast, and wouldn't even notice that he's actually eating him, if I'm honest. But yeah, but no, it's really good. Really good. So Chris has had a go. I knew he would. Raya, Timber, Saliba, Gabriel, Malakaya, Veerman, Shooten, Nwanne. Oh, there we go. Better. Perisic, Veerman, Martinelli, Striker, Lang. Okay. Now I know I've been saying about Shooten. However, you've put an attacking midfielder in there, which excites me in Nwaneri. And Shooten is just a bog standard midfielder for me. Nothing special, just gets the job done and moves on. Yeah, so that's going to get an 8. So well done, Chris. Obviously, I've watched your youth. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. It's pretty much what I do with other clubs as well. I watch some, but I don't watch them religiously. Obviously, I keep an eye on my own club majority. Right, predictions, people. If you are watching this on playback, please do put your predictions in. I will go over them. This is tough because we're obviously 7-1 up. And any normal human being who was an Arsenal manager would give some chances to some players that have been on the bench, just never had the opportunity. However, this is Mikel. Mikel is not a normal human being. He is definitely special, not in a good way. Predictions. I'm going to go with 2-0, I think. I think we'll go fairly strong defensively, fairly strong midfield, and probably similar attack. That's how I look at it. So 2-0 to the Arsenal is how I look at it, personally. Me and my dad only care about the league. The most I've not seen us lift in front of my fans. My dad last saw the title lift was 1990 when he was a season ticket holder. Well, obviously, you being a friend of mine as well, I'll be delighted that you guys win it. We fucked it up. There is no one else to blame other than we fucked it up. You've had a very good season, but we've also fucked it up. So yeah, I'll be delighted for you and your dad and all Liverpool fans that are nice. There are some Liverpool fans that are absolute twats. And those people I don't really care about. But there are some nice Liverpool fans out there, you especially, mate. Your prediction is Arsenal 3, PSV 1. But yeah, I'll be honest. It could be an absolute stinker of a game. I ain't looking forward to watching it, to be honest. Obviously, I got to watch it for the reaction. That's literally all I'm going to watch it for. Because if I didn't have to watch it and I wasn't having to do a reaction, I probably wouldn't bother watching Arsenal tonight. Because it's just no point. If it came through on my phone that we're losing 3-0, then I probably would watch it. Because I would have to watch the demise of Arsenal, because that's pretty much what it would be. But yeah, I just don't see much happening tonight, I'll be honest. I'll have tears with joy because of pain of last title races. My first time seeing it in front of the fans too. Yeah, it will be emotional for Liverpool fans. And look, no one knows what's going to happen in the summer of Liverpool. There's a few possibilities. I think next season will be a harder fight. Obviously, there's another situation that has to be dealt with. I think that will be dealt with by Easter. So yeah, next season is going to be interesting. Man United are going to take a good season or two to get anywhere back near us. Challenging for Europe, in my opinion. They might qualify for the bottom part of Europe, but not the top part. Chelsea, it'll be interesting to see what happens with Chelsea next season. Newcastle, again, if they get Champions League, they can push on and strengthen even more. They could come into the fold. Aston Villa, another team that could come into the fold. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting season. I honestly, obviously, we don't know what will happen with Forest, but if Forest were to qualify for Champions League, I honestly do feel that they could absolutely be a problem because they've got a basis of a very good team. They just need a little bit more quality. So yeah, Trent is off to Madrid. Alpha 2 will stay. I've said, I know, mate, but there's a few rumblings. I believe one will stay. From what I've been told one will stay and 2 will leave. But we'll wait and see. 'Cause nothing's been confirmed. Even through the people I know, no decision has been made yet. Scary part, we will actually sign players this time. Yeah, exactly. Well, you strengthen that midfield. That midfield is just like first choice wise is dangerous. But yeah, it's going to be interesting that season. And it's a shame that I'm already talking about next season, but I have to, as an Arsenal fan, I have to talk about next season because this season is done. But guys, appreciate it. I will be back tomorrow, as always, with a match reaction, probably in the morning again. But you never know, something might come up. But if not, I will definitely be back at some point. And then Saturday night will be the Chelsea preview, and then Chelsea watch along and reaction on Sunday. Appreciate it always. Big ups to the 80 people currently watching on an early Wednesday morning. Really do appreciate it this time. Guys, I'm out of here. Take it easy. Speak to your leader. Bye.